Good morning. Welcome to Sunday, May 31st. Today we are going to continue our unit on diversity. As I was preparing this, I looked at the question for the day, which was, can we be different and equal? And I thought first, well, no, we can't, because there's so much racism, let's just say it, going on in our world, and people are treated poorly. But then as I continued reading it, the question really shouldn't read, can we be different and equal? It should be, can we be different and equal and still receive God's love? Yes, we can. So that's our question for the day. Can we be different and equal in receiving God's love? So yes, we're going to focus on that. I'm going to change the question up. My pows and my wows for this last week. My wow. We went on boat rides and kayak rides, and we had a great time out at our lake house, and we saw a bald eagle. So that was definitely our wow. My pow is for my dear friends, the Hayes family. My dear friend Michaela Hayes Ramsdell passed away, and I also have prayers for the Ramsdell family. Michaela was a dear friend of our family, and she passed away at age 24, which is way too young. So we've been handling that. So that is definitely my wow. Is not my wow. My pow is prayers for both those families and for my daughter. Okay, our meditation today is, first of all, just get comfy, and I'll read it to you. And it says, let's take this truth that God's love is shining down on us into our hearts as we prepare for our meditation time. I invite you to get comfortable, letting the chair or the floor support you as you relax and you close your eyes. Pay attention to your slow and easy breathing as you draw your focus to your heart. Here in your heart, God's love is shining, warming your body with God's radiant light. Within each and every person, God's love is shining. Feel the warmth of God's love radiating from everyone here, warming you and warming each of us with God's light. Now feel how this love and light is radiating from within you and on to this planet. From every child, every woman and man, and all of God's creation. God's love is all there is. Amen. It goes on to say, in the Bible it says that God shines the sun on both the ones who do right and the ones who do wrong. No matter who we are, no matter what we are doing or thinking, God's love is always with us. That's because God's love is within us as our God self, guiding us into making good choices for ourselves. Our affirmation today says, in a world of diversity, you and I are equally blessed. Well, today I'm going to be reading you a story, and in this story, it's called Joseph's Dream. And let me tell you what it says here, first of all. It says, in today's story, it's about a boy, and his name is Joseph, and his brothers. Joseph's father, Jacob, had 2 wives. His favorite wife was Rachel. And because Joseph was Rachel's child, he was also Jacob's favorite son. Now let's listen for how Joseph was treated differently because of this. Now this is kind of a disturbing story, and this is biblical times, remember. Joseph's dreams. Jacob lived in Canaan with his 12 sons. Of all his sons, he loved Joseph the most, as his mother was his beloved wife, Rachel. He made Joseph a beautiful coat woven in all the brilliant colors of the rainbow. Jacob's other sons were jealous of Joseph because he was so favored, and when they saw him in his coat of many colors, they hated him. One night, Joseph had a dream, and when he had told his brothers his dream, they hated him even more. I dreamed, he said, that we were in the fields at harvest, tying up sheaves of wheat. My sheaf of wheat stood upright, while your sheaves bowed down to it." Soon afterward, Joseph had another dream. "I dreamed," he said, "that the sun and moon in the sky and 11 stars were all bowing down to me." When the brothers heard his words, they were furious. A few days later, they took their flocks to graze in fields some distance away. Jacob sent Joseph to see that all was well. The brothers had a clear view of the road and saw Joseph approaching in his multicolored coat. "Now is our chance. We could kill him and throw him into this pit. We can say that a wild animal attacked him." But Reuben, who had a kind heart, spoke out, "Don't let us kill him. We don't want his blood on our hands. Much better just to throw him into this pit and leave him to his fate." And to this the brothers agreed, not knowing that secretly Reuben was planning to return later, rescue Joseph, and take him home. When Joseph reached them, his brothers attacked him at once, ripping off his coat and throwing him into the pit. They left him there without food or water, and then they sat down to eat. Wow. Not very nice brothers, huh? First of all, my mother always told me that hate will destroy the container it's held in. So them hating them, not good, first of all. But anyway, we'll get on with the questions. And wanting to kill him, definitely not good. But that was the story. And we're going to go over the questions now. Well, what do we know about Joseph? Joseph was whose favorite? His dad. He was his dad's favorite for sure. He was Jacob's son. And we also want to know, how did Joseph's brothers feel about Joseph's dreams? And how did they feel about Joseph? Well, let's go about the dreams at first. I bet they felt like Joseph was boasting, saying he was better than them because they were bowing down to him in both of the dreams. They were either the wheat bowing toward him, or they were the stars bowing to him while he was the sun. So I think they were angry. They probably thought he was better than them. Probably not really what he had in mind. He was just sharing a dream. And how did they feel about Joseph and Jacob's relationship? Well, they were jealous, and they were jealous because they felt he was treated with more importance and given things and more privileges. Not that that makes it right. Which of the brothers listened to their God self? Do you remember his name? He listened to his God self. He said, "Let's not kill him. Let's just throw him in a pit." And he was going to rescue him later. His name was Reuben. So Reuben was listening to his God self. And what do we know about Reuben? I think this makes him kind and loving. He did go along with his brothers, though. All right. Now, our creative experience is, I'm going to show you, I'm going to explain it first. God's love shines on everyone drawing, is what it's called. So what I want you to do is I want you to create a picture with many different kinds of people. You can do many different kinds of creatures if you want to, and then show God's love shining down on everyone. So this is the one I made, and I tried to make the people all different skin colors and different types of people, different sizes, different sexes, and then I wrote, coming out from the sky, let me see, I can't even see. Guidance, love, grace, and blessings. And that is being rained down on them. So you could do something like that. It does not have to look just like mine, of course. And I used colored pencils on that because I had lots of different shades to work with. But you could use crayons or markers or whatever you have at your house. Okay, going back to our affirmation, I'm going to share that again with you. Our affirmation reads, "In a world of diversity, you and I are equally blessed." And that is true. We are equally blessed. Now, as we bring our lesson to a close, let's do our prayer of protection together. The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yay, God. Now, as you enjoy this very last day of May, I want you to remember that you are loved, special, and important to me. And I look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Namaste.